guys, welcome back to Simply Kennedy, and today is gonna be some deep. I decided that I'm gonna read you this poem that I wrote in school. It's about my deceased mom. If you guys didn't know, you guys know now. My mom passed away when I was 10 in like 2020, and I witnessed it. So, with that being said, I wrote a poem about her. And basically what gave me this idea of the poem is we had an assignment in school in my English class. We all had to write poems. Every single person in that English class had to write a poem. We had to choose topics about what we're going to write about. And the topic I chose was enduring your first loss. So this is very it's detailed. So please don't judge. And after that, I got some questions that I wrote down that I am going to answer because people always is just like, how do you feel comfortable with explaining this? And I made a few people cry with this poem, I'm not going to lie. It's like people would be saying like, how do you feel comfortable with sharing this to people and how are you coping with it and, stuff like that. So after I wrote the poem, I figured, oh, well, why not just answer a couple of common questions that people be having for me. People always look at me like, oh, you do so well, and then when they find out that I have no mom, it's just like, how you get, how you stable like this? I can tell y'all this now, it's because of God, I'm only like this because of God. You know where I would be at if my mom was? Man, just know, I'm like this because of God. Ain't nobody make me like this but God and my choices. So, with that being said, let's get right into the poem. And it's called Mother. Like I said, the topic is enduring your first loss. And they wanted it very detailed. So it's like, not just what it was, but they wanted details. So that's why it's like detail. A mother. A gift like no other. She fills with delight whether you're wrong or right. The first one to hug and kiss you goodnight. She's there by your side even when you can't see. She gives you your pride so you're the best you could be. We'll see, when missing that mother, things get hard. It's like trying to start a car when the batteries aren't charged. Or like just opening one eye and your problem's already enlarged. Previously, I was sleeping peacefully. A pink canopy bed with pink curtains light over my head. Kennedy, yeah, seriously, I said. 10 years of age, just wanting to sleep. Kennedy, coming, I wept. And the kitchen struck my eye. Stuck. Really, really, really wanting to cry. There in that same kitchen my mother lied. Pale, frail. I began convincing myself that this was a tale, but there, right there, I could tell. No, this isn't real. I dialed 911 and directed it to my ear. It was too late by the time they arrived. I didn't know what to do or think. I felt empty inside. 10:47 a.m. is my significant time. How long will it take you to heal? I saw my mom die. Nowadays I could cry. As I get older, I dedicate my dreams and goals to her. With no mom, I have to find better ways to mature. Leaving a 4 and 10-year-old behind with little guidance. Just hearing those words combined can make a grown man cry. A mother who teaches you love and care. Where are you, Mom? You promised you'll always be here, that you'll never go anywhere. She's forever in my heart. Mentally, we'll never grow apart. A mother. Admire every moment with her. She's a gift like no other. Cut. I'm gonna always hit y'all with that cut. So y'all, basically in 2020, I was 10 years old. I was asleep, but I was up all night. That's the thing. I was up all night and I didn't hear nothing. If y'all can hear my voice shaking a little bit, it's a little hard, but I accept the fact that my mom's gone. That's what people don't understand. It's hard to talk about it sometimes, yeah, but I definitely will get it out. I will get it out because it helps. So it's like, when I was 10, I was asleep. My mom had a boyfriend, and he found her deceased in the kitchen, and he called me out my room while I was asleep, and I found her too. And since then, it was just like, with trigger and stuff like that. I had a little brother. Well, I have a little brother. He was 4 at the time. He is about to be 9. Dang, he about to be 9. But yeah, he growing up so big, so fast. Basically, that's just the point in like a visual of what happened that morning. It was a school day actually. It was a school day and school night, so a lot happened, if that makes sense. So, but like, it was a really hard time. But over time, I learned how to cope with it. I learned how to accept the fact that she's gone. I really can't give you guys more details because you guys won't understand. But due to my religion, I believe what I believe, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna just do a little Q&A on these questions real quick, just so y'all don't be like, "Oh, she's just doing so much. That was nobody's business." Da, da, da. It's my choice to express this. At the end of the day, I didn't say a lot, So let's just keep it cordial and clean. So first one is, why did you write this poem? Just to give a little bit more detail from what I explained before, it was a class project. I had to do it. We all had to read our poems to the class, read mine. Everybody liked my poem. Few people cried to it. A lot of, they chose me the day of the open mic. I wrote my poem and I edited it and stuff. And I read it to people, and that's why I wrote the poem. It wasn't like I just want to write it. It was actually a sign, and I just mastered it. Why are you comfortable with sharing this story? I am comfortable with sharing this story because I accepted the fact that my mom is gone, and there's nothing that I want to let that weigh back on what I know she wanted me to be. Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, I can't really see her, but why stop my life over something I can't change? Or why keep that burden in when that would be the only thing that would weigh me down? If that makes sense. I wouldn't want that to weigh me down because my mom wouldn't want me to let that weigh her down. She knows she had problems. She knows she was sick. She knew all of that. So there was talks that she gave me while she was alive that I wasn't really thinking about, oh, she's going to be gone soon. But it was certain things she said to me when she was alive before she died, as if she knew. Like, the personal things I keep to myself and I keep it inside because I know what I could be. I know what my mom wanted me to be. I know what my dad wanted to be. I know what my family wanted me to be. And I know what I want to be. So I'm comfortable with sharing my story due to personal reasons and due to the fact that it's life. How long did it take you to explain what happened to your mom? So this is probably the best way I can describe this. Ever since my mom died, everybody been wanting to know, like, oh, what happened to her? Da, da, da. Though at the time I couldn't express it with words without one tear dropping out of another. Like, it's a process to get over somebody, especially your mom. So it's a process to grieve. So I took that process for granted and I got my life together with it. This is probably the first time I've actually been able to explain the situation and what happened that night because, it's more to it, but it's like, that part is really nobody's business. But I share what's able to be shared, if that makes sense. It took me she's been gone for what? Going on 5 years. So it took me till last year for me to explain this actually. So I'm not going to say I just accepted the fact that she's gone like this. It took a course over 4 years to actually accept the fact that my mom is gone. And expected it, but not expected it, accepted it, but like to really move forward and to know what you want to do and stuff, it's a process. It's a process, especially at a young age. It's a process, especially with witnessing it. So I say I'm very proud of myself for becoming this person that I became. For her, for me, and for my family. I got beneficial things. I got bigger problems to worry about, if that makes sense. She's gone and there's nothing I can do to change that. How did I cope? I cope through the faith of God. Like, honestly, I don't know where I would be, and I don't think I want to know where I would be if I didn't choose God. When you think about it, He's the creation of all things. So death, it ain't nothing to Him. It's something, but getting through it ain't nothing to Him. He already expected all our problems, our trials and tribulations. It's our choice to go to Him so we can know how to overcome it and have that hope and live a life. Dealing with that stuff, it's not easy at all. I tell you this from experience. It is not easy at all. You could either choose to dwell on it and just sit in that same sadness and depression and everything that follows behind it, or you could go to God and He can help you. He can give you the guidance to where you want to be, and you ain't got to sit on that for so long, and help you with any other problems. Like, not only that, but losing a parent, that comes with many more problems. You know, that's not nothing you can get through alone. You gotta have help. You gotta have help. I didn't like asking for help. I've been so independent my whole life. I ain't have no choice but to ask for help. And I don't regret it at all. The help I've got been so beneficial, like so beneficial. So I don't do what I do for nothing. You know, felt like reading this to y'all too, because it's also a better way to get to know me more. I'm still in the process of introducing myself. Y'all don't really know nothing about me. So through my poems, like I said in my first video, I want y'all to get to know me. Through this poem, I want y'all to understand that yes, my mom is deceased, is gone, but see what I'm doing with my life, that's the impression I want to make on people. I didn't want to dwell on one thing, just to think about it constantly. For what? It happened, it happened. Accept it, go to God and move forward. He knows what's best for you. So it's like, why turn away that open opportunity? I know I did it, and I know it takes a long time to even trust that for some people. But take that risk, is what I'm saying. I will be coming back with you guys with some more poetry. This one is probably going to be one of my deepest poems, because it's just, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys got a better understanding on how I think. And yeah, can y'all please drop down some comments and drop down some topics what y'all want me to write about. I said in my first video, my poems are not always personal. The first few poems are going to be personal. Throughout time, all my poems are not going to be personal. It's not even going to be stuff that I personally go through. So with that being said, I would love if y'all would just go drop some comments, some topics, just something y'all want to write about. Even if it's a personal problem y'all want me to write about. I'm a very secretive person. Like, let me not say it like that, but if it's an A and B conversation, it's still an A and B conversation. Like, ain't no C, ain't no D. You talking to me. I hope y'all can feel comfortable with it. I hope you guys can understand where I'm trying to be and where I'm trying to go in life. With that being said, I hope you guys like my video, guys. I hope you guys can come back and tune in. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with you guys with another video. Thank you for watching Simply Kennedy. Bye.